All right, we're still watching some rainfall along the coastline and back around the lake, and some strong storms on the west coast of Florida that we're keeping an eye on into the evening. I do expect that they will weaken quite a bit. So at this point, the real strong storms, the potential for severe weather has dropped considerably in the last 15 to 20 minutes. Once that severe thunderstorm warning was ended along coastal Palm Beach County, that was a big threat that moved through. And our winds, we still have gusty winds that are possible, and we still have some heavy rainfall that's pushing in along the west coast. Notice, though, in the last few minutes, how the bright reds, as they come off the Gulf of Mexico, they really drop down into oranges and yellows, an indication that the storms are weakening quickly. They're running into a lot of cooler air now, and they just don't have the fuel that they had earlier to really get going. But torrential downpours are still possible, wind gusts to 55 miles an hour, and those torrential rains through about 7 and 8 o'clock tonight. I want to get a down close look at what's been going on. First in Palm Beach County, where we had that severe thunderstorm warning for the entire county about 5:45 through 6:15. It has now been discontinued, and it's really just this rain working toward the coast. There's that line of storms that produced that severe thunderstorm warning. It's now way off the coastline now. There's the earlier warning right there, and it was discontinued, as I said, at just a little before 6:15. So it's persistent rain into the evening. You'll need an umbrella if you head outside, obviously. Drive slow on roadways to Cuesta, into Jupiter, the Gardens, all the way down into Riviera. Some breaks in the rainfall starting to show up. South County, pretty much the same thing. Yeah, the first box there, that was the severe thunderstorm warning box. That drops off. So quiet now, or at least quieter than it was earlier today. Treasure Coast, just persistent rain all the way from Vero down into Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie, and Jensen Beach. Let's head up there, show you some live pictures, what's going on up and down the roadways. We do have rain continuing across the Treasure Coast, and this is really the situation into the evening hours. So drive slow. Bring an umbrella if you're headed out on this Friday night. Tricky drive in some spots, especially on 95 and the Turnpike, where we have some ponding going on. Okay, back to the radar. Here's a look. Treasure Coast, the heavier rains pushing off the coastline. We still have the threat for torrential downpours into the evening and some wind gusts too. Boating conditions tomorrow change dramatically. Seas 2 to 4 along the coastline, but 6 to 8 offshore. Small craft advisory in effect for the Treasure Coast. It's a northwest wind tomorrow at 15 to 20. Strong storms ending. Lingering rains, gusty winds, 59 the overnight low, clearing after midnight. That means sunshine, cooler and low humidity tomorrow. It's going to be a shock to the system. Getting into Saturday and Sunday's weather, really incredible as we get into some weather that we haven't seen in a long time. Mid-70s, overnight lows in the 50s, and then we warm up with more sunshine into early next week. So, weather alert day continues until 8 o'clock tonight. I may discontinue it before that. The strong storms are now starting to pull off the coastline, but it was another wild morning and afternoon, too.